We're watching very closely political unrest in Egypt this morning. Over the past 24 hours, we have seen protests right across the country. Thousands of people calling for President Hosni Mubarak to step aside after nearly 30 years in power. Mohammed Abdel Fattah is on our phone this morning on our program, a journalist who was protesting yesterday in the northern city of Alexandria, and he's on the phone from there this morning. Mohammed, good morning.
Good morning to you.
Let's go back to yesterday when thousands assembled. Why did you take to the streets yesterday?
Initially it started as a Facebook invitation by a Facebook fan page for a famous social festival called Saeed that had over 400,000 members in it. And it was scheduled for the January 25th, the national vacation of the police. And on that ground, it started by a handful of political activists from various political trends who started marching, carrying Egyptian flags through poor neighborhoods eastern of Alexandria. And it continued to gain momentum for the following 2 to 3 hours until we had a massive scene that we've never witnessed. I've never witnessed as a young man. I've only read about this in history textbooks. And it continued like till 7 p.m. in the evening when we were, the number was at least like from 10,000 to 15,000 people from all walks of life.
Tell me what it was like to be in the midst of that throng of people, what you were saying to each other, the spirit that you had. Just share the experience of what that scene was like.
We couldn't believe what was going on. We share a lot of cultural misconceptions here that the Egyptian people are passive, the Egyptian people are apathetic to politics, the Egyptian people are afraid of government. But all of this was destroyed yesterday. I mean, we didn't believe we were thinking each other. We're doing what has just happened in Tunisia. We're making history. It was history in the making. We couldn't grasp actually what was going on.
What is the goal of what you're doing?
The usual political and economic demands that have been renounced by all the political movements in the country, like constitutional reform, free and fair elections, and the end of the police state that controls every aspect of our lives in the country. The Hosni Mubarak police power after 30 years of an illegitimate control over the government. That's what we're calling for. People were chanting against the government, were chanting against the party, and were chanting for raising the salaries that was with a mix. But the people were definitely politically aware.
So the call is to bring down Hosni Mubarak and his role and his regime as president. That's the ultimate goal.
Yeah.
They have, from within his government, there have been very strong words today that they will detain any protesters, that they will not allow scenes like this to continue. Will you continue in the face of those threats from government?
Well, actually, I was detained last night at 7 hours in an underground cell. I was detained after midnight. Along with 64 other people, and only 10 of them have been released, including me, and there are just 54 remaining in an underground cell with no charges at all, no prosecution, no nothing. The government is trying to spread fear among the population not to protest, but I don't think this will work because the high dam of fear has already collapsed yesterday, and the water is just flooding massively. The people have broken this fear already.
Mohammed, we'll keep in touch with you. Follow this with you very closely. Thank you so much for the time this morning and your view, first-person account of what we are watching unfold in Cairo. Thousands in the streets with the goal, as you just heard from one of the protesters, to bring down President Hosni Mubarak.